No. Mm-hmm. Right. And why wouldn't he listen to the Chinese doctor? I mean, he's a surgeon. What the hell? Oh, God. He was just, he was hard to deal with, Marlene. He was too bullheaded, and he always gave me a hard time. And just like, today would be his birthday, and like Teresa said, we should go out to Yeah. And Teresa said we should go out to the cemetery, Mom. And I go, I'm not feeling well. I'm not going anywhere. And I said, what if they're doing construction out there? Rochester's a very busy area, Marlene. And it's right on Hamlin Road. I go, why would you pick that cemetery? He goes, I want that cemetery. It's a beautiful cemetery. I go, cemetery to cemetery. No, nobody. I go, why wouldn't you go where your mom and dad are buried, or Glen Eden, or go to where your parents, Holy Sepulchre or whatever. He just always gave me a hard time, and he started screaming and carrying on, and I went like, oh my God, is it really that important? But he always did that, Marlene, gave me a hard time, and I just say, well, whatever. Now people don't even have a cemetery, they usually just get cremated, you know. Yeah, you just, then I used to always tell him, yeah, and then I told him, when you take out the life insurance policy, it sounds like Alfred Hitchcock. I said, take a lot out, take a lot out, and he didn't, I think it was, I don't know how much, it wasn't that much though, and I thought, oh, and he worked for an insurance company. I don't understand it, Marlene. I don't know, Marnie. He was just really hard to deal with. Yeah, but he's just hard to deal with, Marlene. I just couldn't take it anymore, so I said, whatever. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's what it was. Mm-hmm. Just like me, if I keep eating like Hershey bars, and he get those real big Hershey with the almonds, I love those. Come on now. You get them in the grocery store. Oh my God. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And Russian roulette. And he had that stents in his heart and all that. I just, he'd have lived longer and just try to lose the weight. And, and I said, what about the Chinese doctor? Yeah, and you're not going to, because you have stents in your heart, you're a bad diabetic, and there's no way you're going to make it. He said, Gordon, you cannot have that operation, and if you do, on your death certificate, I'm going to put expired. And he goes, I get a lot of patients in here like you, and I say, act like you never heard it. I don't even think he had it the way he was eating. I don't see how he could eat like that. And, you know, because that's not how my grandfather went when he had esophageal cancer. He couldn't swallow or anything. He had to have a tube feeder. But I don't know, Marnie. I just got tired of arguing with him, so I said, I'm not going to argue with him. Let him do what he wants. He thinks he knows it all, so he went. Oh yeah, oh yeah. The first thing my doctor said, "Do you want a tetanus shot?" I go, tetanus shot. I said, in case I step on a nail. And then he said, well, what about a pap smear? I go, no. He said a pap smear. And then he's pushing that mammogram. And then he's pushing that colonoscopy. I go, doc, don't worry about it. I go, I wouldn't have chemo anyway. So, I would say, if you told me that I had cancer, I'd say, I guess my journey's over. That's it. I wouldn't go through it all. It's over, you know. And I'd probably live longer. I'd probably live longer. So, I don't know. I'm just not going to do all that, Marlene. I'm not. Well, look at Patty. She didn't die of breast cancer. She died of COPD. So, Figure that one out. Well, yeah. But you know, nobody knows when they're going to die, Marlene. I mean, look at your daughter. Look how young. No, she really wasn't. No. Even Gordon, for all the abuse he did to his body, he actually lived a long life. He lived longer than Rick. You know. Yeah, until he got hit with that golf ball in his head. Yeah, he got hit with the golf ball, and then when he came home, he said he felt dizzy and he kept falling, and something had happened. Yeah, that's what happened. But Marlene, she needs to. I don't know, Marlene. I find it funny. I mean, it's not funny, Marlene. It's actually sad because if she gets. I don't think it'd have to go to probate because that lady lawyer read that to you, Marlene. But I would say, I wouldn't think I'd give her anything because if she dies, she's just going to give it. Well, she might give it to your grandkids, but they got money, Marlene. You know they're going to be well taken care of. Hmm? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. See? I don't understand why they're so against you. Right. Yeah, you gave her a very good education. Right. Moaning and groaning. Moaning and groaning. What is that? She needs